Good afternoon, everyone. Today we are calling you for a very important issues concerning the minister's pronouncement about the closure of Karuma Bridge on Monday next week. You know, the issue of Karuma, we really look at it that government is not being serious at all. Government is taking the matter very jokingly and in a very reluctant manner. Call in May, the director of UNRWA and the team, they traveled to Karuma, they made their assessment, and they gave the people of northern Uganda 3 months. That's in May. That within 3 months, the work shall have been done and the bridge shall be open. And then in July, the Minister of State, Musa Iswero, went again to Karuma with some contractors. Honorable Minister Musa Iswero also gave 3 months. That within 3 months, the Karuma Bridge would be open for our traders. And yesterday, we were surprised seeing Honorable Minister Katumba Wamala also going to Karuma and giving 3 months. You know, right now, government is becoming totally confused. From the reliable source, we were informed that there is no serious problem at all in Karuma. What the UNRWA and the minister is trying to do is to justify the amount of money that they are getting from the government. According to UNRWA, they are talking about 7.2 billion. That must be injected to make sure the bridge is worked on. And you can now see the confusing, contradicting statements being given by the executive director of UNRWA, Minister Musa Iswero, and Minister Katumba Wamala. They are all confused. In this world, when you are getting something fraudulently, when you want to work money in a dubious way, if it confuses your mind, your words shall never be coordinated. So I pray that if UNRWA and the Ministry of Works, they want to eat money from government, let them not subject our people into total suffering. I'm telling you, the closure of Karuma have subjected our people into total suffering. Many of the bus owners have parked their buses, aware that they are on loan. Now they cannot traverse the long distance. The cost of fuel has doubled. Our business community from northern Uganda, they are no longer running their businesses. And yesterday, Minister Katumba Wamala is saying the work will go until December. Aware that December, that is the peak for our business community to work money. The time the children shall be going to school, right from October during independence time. So we are looking at this as it is a calculated move by the government to disorganize businesses of our people in northern Uganda, intentionally. Aware that they started announcing the 3 months right from May. Up to now, they are still coming about 3 months and 3 months. And more so, there is no work going on since the director of UNRWA went there. Since the minister Musa Iswero went there, we have never seen any work going on, apart from one big container that were dumped near the bridge. So I don't know if the UNRWA people are working so remote or they are ghosts working underneath. So we don't understand exactly what is moving on as far as the Karuma Bridge is concerned. The alternative route they're talking about, passing via Masindi, aware that heavy trucks, these big lorries, they normally move at night. And that alternative route that passes from Mason Falls Park, by 7, the road is closed. It means no any other heavy vehicle shall ever cross to West Nile, to Arua. No any other buses, vehicles shall ever pass from Gulu going to Juba. So The alternative routes they are talking about is just quite useless. And the ferry the minister is talking about, right now the ferry is broken down. The one that connects to Apache. And the ferry is quite small, it carries less than 5 vehicles. So the way I look at all this is just the intentional move to bog down the business of our people in northern Uganda. And I don't know why the minister is not interested in opening the alternative route. We have the alternative route. If you are in the Karuma bridge, there's a new bridge which is constructed about 500 meters from the main bridge. And that bridge is being used now by the people who are working on the electricity plant. Their heavy trucks are carrying sands, carrying stones, and passing from that bridge. So why not to open that bridge temporarily for the 3 months that they are talking about? When we ask the minister, they are not interested in opening that particular bridge. They want to subject our people going to Lango, going to Acholi, going to West Nile, such a very long distance, yet the cost of fuel is doubling and almost tripling. Look at the cost of tires. Right now, many of the business community are shutting down their business because of Karuma Bridge. Finally, this closure is going to be more worse than the COVID-19 period. You recall how the 3 months were being given by His Excellency during the COVID time. And the same ministers are adopting the same techniques the president was trying to use. The director, UNRWA, talked of 3 months. We waited. Minister Musa Isuero talked of 3 months. We waited. And now Wamala, he talked of 3 months. After 3 months, we shall go for another 3 months. So please, if you want to eat money from government, eat your money in a clean way, not by subjecting our people into total suffering the way we are looking at. I thank you. Let me invite my colleague to say a few things, and then you ask questions.
I am called Alerotom Aza. I'm the Member of Parliament for West Moyo County, and also at the same time, the chairperson for Madi Parliamentary Forum. To you, all the Ugandans who are now listening to us and who are viewing us, we from West Nile, we from Northern Uganda, Karamoja, are not happy. We are aggrieved because of what is happening right now as far as this related to Karuma is concerned. As my colleague said, the closure of Karuma is going to stifle economic activities in northern region, including West Nile. It's going to stifle economic activities in the north, and it's going to stifle commercial activities. How do we define commerce? Commerce is trade and aids to trade. And one of the aids to trade is transport. Others are labor, market, and so on. It's going to stifle commercial activities because transport and communication is very, 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 very important in issues to do with the business. My dear listeners, and those who are viewing the television, this is the period when we are going to witness Christmas festivities. We are nearing Christmas festivities. That is from the month of October, November, and December. And this is the season children are also coming back from school. They are going to for holidays. There are going to be a lot of movement of people, activities, and so on and so forth. And once Karuma is closed and in no proper alternative routes, then all economic activities and other activities will be stifled. And this will lead to retardation of economic activities, retardation of the development of the greater north. Also related to the above is the fact that traffic flow from Kampala, traffic flow from central and western normally takes goods and services to people in South Sudan, the Sudan, Central African Republic, as well as Democratic Republic of Congo. All these goods are supposed to be taken to all these places. And it has been a booming and a lot of economic activities, and even government has been getting a lot of taxes from that. Now, if you consider the road from Kampala via Karuma, goods pass via Oraba, that's Koboko district, Koboko municipality. From Moyo, they pass via Kajokeji. That's the gateway to Sudan. Oraba, Koboko is the gateway to Sudan. Elegu, Nimule is a gateway to the Sudan. Vura, customs, is gateway to the Congo. Lia, customs, is a gateway to Congo. Odramachako, also found in Arua city, is a gateway to Congo. All these routes are now, as I talk, they have become dormant. Goods are not moving now. Once Karuma is closed, it will even become now worse. That means economic activities in these areas will all cease. And especially, my sympathy is with the people of South Sudan, the people of Central African Republic, the people of Sudan, where even there's a war now, and people of Congo. So this is why we are here. We are holding this press conference. What I want to now request the government is that in case they go ahead with their plan of trying to close Karuma and allowing vehicles to move via via the park, then there should be no charges. Because small vehicles have been charged a lot of money. It will be around 80,000, 90,000, or 100,000 shillings. That's a lot of money. And yet, when you pass via Queen Elizabeth Park, National Park, in Western Uganda, vehicles pass freely. Vehicles pass freely without paying anything. No payment at all. We have been going for parliamentary work to Kasese, to Western Uganda, Bundibuja, and so on. We always pass via the park, and we could also see, elephants, we could see animals, we could see zebras, and so on, freely, without paying any single coin. But why are our vehicles paying money? That normally applies, that goes to northern Uganda, that goes to West Nile. So my request here is, from the innermost bottom of my heart, please don't charge these vehicles that will be passing through the park, going to northern Uganda. Otherwise, as I said before, this will cripple economic activities. And as I said before, since this is now going to be festive season, Christmas period, that means our businessmen and women are not going to reap from the profit that will be coming from out of these businesses. As said by my colleague, people are servicing loans. We have Divine Coach bus. We have Zawadi bus and other buses that are now already being packed. And lastly, people from Moyo, people from Yumbe, and from Koboko, at times when they want to come to Gulu, they want to come to Kampala via Gulu, they cross River Nile at a place called Laropi using the ferry. The ferry, as you might have noted, has always been breaking down now and then. It has been breaking down now and then, and services, that means services and goods cannot move freely. And to add on that, we are hosting refugees. West Nile is hosting refugees. More than 1,400,000 refugees are being hosted by the district in West Nile. You can now imagine how really the traffic flow is going to be. It's going to have a lot of effects. It's going to really have a lot of effects on social services, on transport services, and so on, and so forth. It's going to have pressure. Now, if there was to be a bridge across the Nile at Laropi in Mo district, that pressure will have been relieved. But now that we're also going to have a ferry again, another ferry on Lake Yoga, is going to be a lot of issues. Government, please think about the people of the North. Think about the people of West Nile, really. Find for us good alternative routes, and please, if possible, there are certain taxes which you have been levying using, using the roads and so on. Some of these taxes could be reduced or scrapped off totally, and really, so that our people can use these routes and benefit from it. Otherwise, I want to, lastly, in conclusion, say that this is a festive season. Between October to November is a festive season. Please, government, come to our rescue, come to our aid, and help our transporters, help our people who have small vehicles not to pay in the park so that they can also move freely. And also, certain taxes will be relieved. And also, if possible, talk to the banks to help. Talk to the banks to help our people who are servicing loans. Others have got PDM money, others got Myoga money, they're supposed to return this money, and once goods and services are not moving, that means economic activities will also cease. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Yes, sir. Sir, okay, so we summarize again? Okay, thank you. Yeah, thank you so much, my dear pressmen and all Ugandans. Today you have called a very important press briefing about the closure of Karuma Bridge, which was announced yesterday by the Minister Katumba Wamala. You recall in May, the Executive Director with UNRWA team went to Karuma, where they gave 3 months. That within 3 months, the work shall have been done and Karuma Bridge shall be open officially for our business community. At that time, we were very calm and we waited. In July again, Minister Musa Iswero went with the contractor, and Minister Musa Iswero also gave 3 months. That within 3 months, the Karuma Bridge, the work shall have got done and it will be open for our business community. We waited. And yesterday we were surprised seeing Honorable Minister Katumba Wamala going again and giving another 3 months, that the work will take another 3 months. So we are now seeing that the people from the Ministry of Works and UNRWA, they are becoming totally confused. Their statements are not being coordinated. The minister, another minister would say a different thing, and we don't know now which 3 months they are talking about. They are confused. To me, what I am looking at is that the ministry, now they are demanding about 7.2 billion for that work. And from the reliable source, we were informed that the bridge of Karuma has no serious problem that warrant closure of the bridge, both for the light vehicles and heavy vehicles. What the ministry and UNRWA they are looking for is to justify their statement of eating that 7.2 billion. And their justification is subjecting the people of northern Uganda into total suffering. And right now they are claiming that the bridge will be closed completely on Monday. Now, if you are closing the bridge completely, and I pray that what is happening now, they should continue allowing the pedestrians and the motorbike to continue moving. Some of us who are very inquisitive, we shall be going there to monitor and see what is going on. Because it looks as if they want to play their games, and their games should not subject the people of northern Uganda into total suffering. And also we are looking at another alternative. We have another bridge which is constructed, a very strong one. The bridge is about 500 meters from the main bridge up where the electricity plants are. And we are praying that let them open that bridge for the light vehicles so that within the 3 months, upon the completion of the work, then we shall come back to the main bridge. But by denying people never to pass from that alternative bridge, taking our people in a far distance, up to Mason Falls, up to Soroti, when they are going to Lera, I think this is quite embarrassing. Aware that our business community are surviving, and this is the peak period from October until December, when the business shall be booming. Aware that many of our business community now, they are parked their buses. Those who are servicing loan, the bus cannot pass right from Gulu up to the park, from Lango up to the park, up to Soroti, the cost of fuels are doubling. So please, the minister and the government, you should take this matter very seriously. When you want to justify on how to use that 7.2 billion, let it not subject our people into that total suffering. By closure from now until December, by that time, many of our business community shall have lost tremendously. Aware that that is the most busiest time. So I pray that government should really take this very seriously. And if they insist that they cannot open that alternative bridge and they are going to close the bridge, I think as people of northern Uganda, we shall have no alternative but by telling them that no vehicle should now cross from that side going to the side of northern Uganda, including their vehicles that normally passes from that alternative road. Let everyone now remain from this side. If they want to cross to the other side, let them also take off from Karuma, they go via Masindi, they go via Soroti. Because if worst comes to the worst, we cannot just sit back seeing some few clique of people who are conniving to eat money, subjecting our people into total suffering. And more so, since the closure in May, no work is going on in Karuma. We have never seen anything happening in Karuma, apart from carrying their container and dumping it along the bridge. So maybe UNRWA currently, they are now trying to invent another techniques or work on the bridge, maybe through remote. Because we have never seen anybody on the ground and no work is going on. Unless maybe they are deploying ghosts working underneath. So what we are seeing now is the intentional move just to subject the people of northern Uganda into total suffering. They want to bog down the business of our people who are traveling from South Sudan, from West Nile, from Acholi, and Lango intentionally. So as leaders from Acholi and from the greater northern Uganda, we are not happy at all for the statement of the minister of yesterday. Let him reorganize his statement, and as the ministry and the UNRWA, let them be more organized. The director cannot say different thing, Minister Musa Iswero, different thing, Katumba Wamala, different thing. Please be organized. And when you want to eat money, eat it in an organized manner, but not confusing our people and subjecting our people into total suffering. I thank you.
Yeah.
For your matter.
Is that finished?
Yes.
That over?
Yes. Did you have any question?
Yeah, can I add
Yes.
something?
Yes.
Just a short one. Please, our people of northern Uganda are now crying. They are crying through us, the elected leaders. Government, come to our rescue. Come to our rescue, because this may have disastrous consequences. And these consequences are as follows. One, perishable goods are going to get spoiled because they need faster movement. Secondly, referrals of sick people will also be affected. Referrals to hospitals, Mulago and so on will be affected. And then thirdly, refugee humanitarian activities will decline. And this also will lead to the suffering of the refugees. Otherwise, the road between Orio to Pakwach, that connection, that road there is bad, very pathetic. It's unmotorable. So this is what I wanted to add. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Do you have any question? The minister said the other bridge is too weak, so they cannot allow vehicle to pass from there. Yet currently, heavy trucks carrying sands, carrying stones are using that bridge. And then why not allow the light vehicles, as it is being done now, to continue using that bridge? So that explanation, I really feel, is quite baseless. They are only refusing to open that bridge intentionally. And then the people of park, they are saying at night hours, they will never allow a vehicle to pass there because it will interfere with the animals who are in the park. And more so, they are charging our people who are using that road. For each and every individual, you have to pay money. For buses, for cars to cross from there, you have to pay money. It means no vehicles. All the lorries and trailers that normally move at night, now it is blocked automatically because they cannot cross at night going the other side. Aware that buses and vehicles going to Juba, they normally move the whole night, given the period that we are going to the peak period. And then it means all the businesses, the buses, shall no longer cross from that road, which is very dangerous.
Are you aware of any like the amount of charges, the amount of money they are charging through that national government?
Yes, for the light vehicles, for vehicle alone, you pay 30,000. That's only for the vehicle. And then each and every human being in the car, you pay between 10,000 to 20,000. So they are charging very heavily.